All right. Hello, everyone. Discord notification. Pull that up on my phone. Make sure the audio's in order. It doesn't play the game music until I'm on the game screen. Okay. Reasonable sound. Okay. So, pause that. Audio, screen, audio. We're ready to go. Wait, close Discord. Now we're ready to go. Continue game. Alright. I've forgotten every single button they ever taught me. No, really. Okay, tab. This flower is closely associated with orchards. I wonder why. Now, we found out it doesn't photosynthesize, so it needs sugar in its soil. And the other one we managed to do at the end. The lighting's being weird. I think I set up myself so the room light is shining. Let me try. No, that doesn't help. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Okay. I don't know. Alright. So we are looking for 2 more clues. We don't currently have a key. So that was a clue for something else. This was a clue for that. Well, maybe not. I read this last time, so I'm skimming. Yeah, I don't think that's relevant. Closely associated with orchards. Okay, nothing really around there. Did I miss a clue, or am I... Okay, yeah, I need to find the clues. Oh! I went here, I closed the door to go over there. I forgot about this place entirely. I forgot it existed. The Heritage Orchard, cat walking outside the window, and preservation of endangered apple varieties. The Heritage Orchard and preservation of endangered apple varieties. Huh. I feel like that title's not making sense in my head. Like, it makes sense, but I feel like Englishing isn't quite Englishing. To be fair, English has a really hard time Englishing and just pretends to English even when it doesn't really English. Now that everybody's head is spinning as much as mine was. Cider making and apple blending. sugar, tannin, and acid values given per single apple. Okay. So that's what I'm gonna need for the soil. Add that as a clue. That's how I'm gonna make sugar. Okay. So I can make apple cider straight into a pot. There's got so many varieties of apple. Ah, here. Cider apples. Okay, so now I know what the cider apples look like. I need to go back and read one of those notes, I think. Because I don't know what apple this is associated with. So, pot notes. Yeah, I can... So I need to go look at some of the things back there. We'll see. Pot notes are over here. Amounts. I'm not gonna remember numbers for the life of me, so let me take a photo of that. Because numbers, they're the worst. Let's see. I read this last time, so I'm skimming. They don't photosynthesize. They attain energy by absorbing sugar. A certain amount of sugar to the soil. Oh, maybe I only have access to one type of pot, and therefore it'll be that type of pot that, like, I use. Pixie Tears, that's the plant, and it doesn't have any green down there, so we know it doesn't photosynthesize. Yeah, I assumed we'd have to, like, find the right type of pot, but if we only have one type of pot, then that's 97 grams. I guess we try... Yeah, generally you make the plant before doing anything extra rather than doing the extra before you make the plant, so. It's like 97 grams. Maybe I want low tannins and acids, but make them $97 grams. Okay, we're gonna do some experimentation. We're gonna do some plant killing. 97. Oh, maths. Maths. Maybe one of these would... We're gonna need 2 varieties of apple. Possibly more than 2. Okay, I don't know what to focus on. 40 plus 20, that's 60. Uh, 66. We'd need 3 and we need 33, but there's no other 33s, so cross that combination. So 40 plus 15. Wait, no. Maybe. 55. We'd need... Okay, I forgot the number we're trying to get, so let me just check my picture. I'm not running back and forth for this. 97. 97. Okay, so we need 55. We need 2. 50. 42. There is no 42. Oh god, my brain is dying. Oh, we only have 1 of each, I think. Yeah, I think we only have 1 of each, so we can't double up. That's good to know. That is good to know. Takes 1 thing out of the equation. Because otherwise there's that doubt niggling in your head using up brain power. And I'm not sure tannins and acids are relevant. Because we're just trying to get sugar. 35 plus 30... 65 to 32. We don't have a 32. 35 and 25. Wait, 35 and 25? Yeah. 40, 60. We need 30. We need 37. We've got a 27, but... $35 and 40, 70, 75. You need 22. Ah, we've got a 22. Okay, so 40. Oh God, what was I adding? 40 plus. I mean, I know it was 22. Uh, 62. So we need a 5. 35. Let's check in my math. So 90. 7. That's the one. Okay. So 40, 22, 35. Putting that in chat for my reference. Okay, so a Navi Rusted, a Lord Peckover, and a Kingston Black. Kingston Black. Okay, focus on one apple at a time. Looks right. Yeah. A Navi Rusted, I believe. And a Navi Rusted, Lord Peckover, and yes, a Kingston Black. Lord Peckover. That. No, that's reversed. Yes. Okay, here's hoping math. And that we got the right concept, I guess. That we didn't miss a step. Yay! We did it! Pixie Tears. Achievement. Oh, and the butterflies like it. Aww. The Pixie Tears no longer contains trioplasts, which are organelles responsible for photosynthesis. Instead, the Pixie Tears obtain sugar through their roots, which it commonly finds in the apples from orchards. Alright. Pretty. Oh! Good house delivery. This way, I think. Let's go! Hopefully not to be getting lost, but I did get lost. This way! Alright. Dear sister, I am so glad to hear you have returned safely from your travels. While you were away, I changed the code for the library door lock each time I visited, as I know some of grandmother's valuable items are kept in the secret vault. Secret vault? Okay. Right. The new code for the door is the 3 initials of my name, to make it easy for you to remember. Jay, hope we can meet soon. Jay, look forward to hearing all about your adventures. Your loving sister, Elizabeth. I think that's a cursive I, and I'm just assuming they've been initially saying J randomly, and there was a third person, and okay. And now we're gonna leave this for all the mailman to see. Okay, 3 initials of her name. Three initials of the... So there's a family tree, and they changed the maiden names back, so I'm assuming I'm going to have to reference her husband on the last one. So there's Elizabeth Ann Green. And yes, sister to Arabella. So E.A. and her husband is Arthur Hopgood. So E.A.H. E.A. Green, if that doesn't work. G. E.A.H. E.A.H. Okay. E.A.H. Lockpicker. Achievement. Okay. Thank you. Card. Dear Lady Green, thank you kindly for the flower book you sent for my daughters. For my daughters? Oh. Right. Thank you kindly for the flower books you sent for my daughters. To this day, they still show an interest in learning more about plants and painting. I am keen that my daughters have access to good education, so I hope you don't mind me putting it upon you that you might be able to teach them somehow. Your dedication and knowledge seems so rare and inaccessible elsewhere for young girls like mine. I hope you would consider my proposal. Sincerest regards, Oliver Campbell. Huh, yeah. Modern methods of teaching. So we might have taken that on. There's the study, and there's this. Oh. Huh? Oh. Well, this door opened up. Okay. Is this locked then? Okay, that's locked. Wow. Okay, what are we doing? Botanical allies. Nightfall. William Hesperides. Oh, is that a door closing? It's fine. Oh. Very creaky floor. Okay. Nightfall. I vaguely recall my grandmother studying the nightfall when I was young. Interesting. Sapphire glue. Mushroom! We've got a mushroom to grow! Oh, and grandmother's vault, the seed packet. Judging by the name, I don't believe this to be an edible mushroom. Okay, and seed packet location study. Are you hearing things? Hopefully the study isn't haunted. I mean, well, actually the study door is locked, sadly. Your company is respectfully solicited at a New Year's ball to be given at Somerset Hall. Ever had words that are just like so... Things are definitely making sounds they shouldn't hear. Creaking and stuff, I guess. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, yeah. Ever have text that is just like so capitalized and large that you can't read it anymore? I don't know. Oh, I hate it. Thursday, 4th January, 1860, supper at 6 o'clock, good music in attendance. E. Grimm's proprietor, okay. Oh, cousin, wash your hands and accompany me. You won't find a husband at the bottom of the garden. Ah. The golden fish. One bright morning, a poor fisherman caught a shining golden fish. The fish cried, "Please, please let me live. I am not a fish, but a prince enchanted by a wicked spell." So the fisherman let the fish go free. When the fisherman's wife learned of this, she demanded the fish grant a wish in return for its freedom. A cottage instead of the hovel where they lived. So the fishermen returned to shore, and the fish granted their wish. But the wife was greedy and demanded riches, a palace, and servants. All the while, the ocean became darker and the shore was black with dirt. Finally, the wife wished to be so powerful that she could grant wishes for herself. In return for this greedy request, the fish revoked all of the wishes it had granted. After that, the ocean became blue again, the shore was clean, and the fishermen never saw the golden fish ever again. Okay. Blame the wife. I mean, it could happen. I don't see any plant knowledge in that yet. The hare and the tortoise. At midday, a hare and a tortoise took a walk together. The hare moved quickly and noticed the tortoise struggling to keep up. The hare laughed and challenged the tortoise to a race. The tortoise accepted. A course was decided and the race began. The hare immediately leapt out of sight, but then laid down to take a nap, sure that the tortoise would never catch up. The tortoise plodded slowly on, making his way towards the finish line. When the hare awoke from his nap, he opened his eyes just in time to see the tortoise crawling slowly across the finish line. The proud hare had been so sure that he would win and underestimated the tortoise. As the tortoise crossed the finish line, he exclaimed, "Slow and steady wins the race. Only if everybody else takes a nap." Like, the rabbit could have just taken a nap on the other side of the race. Like, the rising sun. Okay, I can't read that right. I swear, this library is either, like a day away from collapsing, or it's totally haunted. Like, they're pointing fingers at the tower? No, this is the haunted place. The Fox and the Crow. One evening, a fox was in search of something to eat for dinner. He saw the crow sitting on a tree branch, holding a big piece of tasty cheese in her beak. So the fox came up with a plan. He walked up to the crow and complimented her shiny black feathers. The crow was suspicious of the fox and kept her beak tightly closed on the cheese. The fox kept on charming the crow, describing her as the most majestic of all birds with a big, strong beak. "Oh, what a song that beak must make! It must be the song of a queen. Please, beautiful crow, let me hear it." Flattered by the praise, the crow forgot about her suspicion, and also her dinner. So she opened her beak wide to utter her loudest caw and filled words. Okay, words get in order. So she opened her beak wide to utter her loudest caw, and down fell the cheese straight into the fox's open mouth. Okay, and that was the story. Wonders of the Night Sky. I want to read that. I mean, it probably wouldn't be that interesting. I don't know. In theory, I would like to read it. Oh, these are the stories. But how would I connect them? I mean, there was the fish, there was the crow, there was the hare. I can't unpush them. Yeah, so that fish, bird, rabbit. The story of the prince, the story of the fox with the crow, the story of the hare and the tortoise. Now, what other story was there? Was this supposed to be in order? I don't see an order I would find. I guess I'll have to go back upstairs. Tortoise and hare. There's the sun symbol there. Okay, there's a book with the sun symbol. I know there was the night sky book downstairs. Maybe I'm focusing on the storybooks where I shouldn't. Or maybe the storybook was a... I'm telling you, this place is haunted. Like, am I the only one hearing those suspicious noises? Night sky. So maybe I'm only supposed to do this, the sun and the night sky, and not the stories. No, there seems like there has to be some sort of order because... Okay. The complete Aesop's Fables. It does not give a time. Like, it doesn't have a way to put it in the in order. Wonders of the Night Sky. Confused. Like, how do you do this other than, like, brute force? Because it doesn't do anything until you've clicked on all of them. Guess I'm clicking on the wrong ones? That doesn't look much like the picture down there, I guess. That doesn't particularly look like the fish. But none of them look then, other than the two on the books. Like the random books you can pick up and look. Am I supposed to go... One moment. Let's see. Not up there. Around the house. There's been more of these books you can pick up. No. I'm probably not supposed to go running around the house for these books. I've certainly forgotten all about them. Yeah, no, I don't think this would be the answer. Okay. This is the grandmother's vault I think we're breaking into. So, my cursor seems to have disappeared. We're Arabella. And it's a grandmother. Probably a Green family grandmother, but maybe not. So either Mary Deal or Anna Williamson. Maiden's name rather than the marriage. I don't... Okay, let's just try and see if I forgot fans existed. I seem to have such weird problems when I do have problems. I mean, the moon, the sun, and the raven are down on this. No, the sun isn't down on this floor. The moon and the raven are down on this floor. Moon and the raven. Fish. Rabbit. Sun. Okay, presuming you come in here first, that would be Raven. Raven Moon. You go upstairs. You go fish. See, it can't be the order you encountered in. Fish, hair, sun. On the other hand, one candle, I guess you might call that two candle. One candle. I don't think it being candles. They really spread these too far apart if we're supposed to be counting candles. Okay, Huh. Let's see. The fish was a prince. The hare came in last. The crow held out but then dropped its food. And we don't know anything about the moon or the sun. Huh. Ideas would be welcome at this point. I don't know what they want from me. Seed packet, location study. Grandmother's vault. No clues. And also, I can't access the study because it's locked. The guys? Oh. I really don't like when it's just like one evening. Okay, there's that. Wonders of the night sky. You got a 3 stars, maybe? At midday. Middle. Middle, maybe? The rising sun. I don't know. I mean, the sun rises first, but the other one had 1 in the name, so got 3 little things, you've got 1 thing, you've got too many things for you to count on that instead of 5. I guess if you have everything else placed, you can just be like, hey, this goes there. 1. Just it falls apart. I don't. That sounded different. So I think that's what it sounds like when it's wrong. So that goes second, maybe? That goes third? No, that goes fourth. First? No, because now that clinked. Hmm. Okay, let's just go down. That clicked. So we might assume that one goes first. Okay, that clicked. So 1, 2. Not there. No, I think they're changing every time. They're changing their songs. So how am I supposed to do this? You can't pick the lock. You can't solve the clue. Like, I mean, I'm saying you can't solve the clue, but like, I've failed to solve the clue. They're not giving me like any hints. Like, yes, the symbols match the symbols, the story representations, but like, that doesn't help me. And you seem to need to do all 5, so like, you haven't given me an order in any way. I get cranky at games. Let's see. Lots of books, nothing on them. Some splooches on the floor, sorta. Nothing on the books. 2 candles. Zero candles. One candle, I guess. 2 cacti things. One candle. Which is a problem because that's 1 candle. And this is also 1 candle. You might be able to call it 2 candles, but maybe you could call that 4 candles? That's really sketchy. And then you'd have to call this 3 candles. Let's see. 2 candles? Maybe? We've already got a 2 candle. 1 candle? 3 candle? No, this is 3 candle. Sun is 4 candle. Hair is 3 candle. Fish is something, I don't know. And my mind's already lost it. And would we call this 1 candle? Would we call it 0? Would we call it 2 candle? It's too sketchy. There's no indication if you're going on the right cask. Wait, if that was 0 candle, then this should have been second. Fish. No way to reset without just... Not... Damn it. Now, sun and wrath. Three and 4. Rabbit is 3, sun is 4. Yeah, I didn't think so. We could call this 3, but then we've... Okay. Do they have a hint system? No, of course not. I don't know why hint systems aren't more common in puzzle games. Maybe I've... Okay. Destroy any and all knowledge of this room. This is your first time seeing it. We've got a book. There's nothing really here. Got a chair. The room's totally haunted. Hate that. We've got a story. We've got things. There's a clam. Why is there a clam? Ball. Aesop's Fable. I'm not supposed to, like, know where they lie in the Aesop's Fables or something, right? That would just be insane. Probably missing something really weird and stupid. Not stupid. Something really weird. 2 books there. Hmm. Star. See, I could be staring at a wall inside my own house instead. That's kind of where I'm at with when puzzle games get like this. I could be staring at my own wall. 5 stars. No stars. Weird little thing up there. Still a haunted room. I keep noticing this hourglass, and I don't know why it's here. I feel like we've come to the point where I just either have to brute force it or Google it. Oh, we've been using those pots for a while, huh? It's traditional or something. Library, attic, bell tower. First floor. Right, two library, that makes sense. I don't think this is helpful, right? Oh? Grounds. Oh no, that's not helpful. Mayflower Publishing House, there's a date. And that one clicked last time, and now it doesn't. So I don't think the sounds really mean anything. Oh, I can't imagine this is a very interesting stream. Then again, I always worry about stuff on stream, and then when I'm a viewer, I don't mind. It's very loud though, like. Wait. No, that's not another door I missed. That's just this door handle. A shining golden fish. Enchanted by a wicked spell. There's sort of stars there. 3 of them. Revoke the wishes. Golden fish, and like a picture of a clam there. Challenge to erase. Course was decided. Leapt out of sight. Took a nap. Towards one. Slow and steady wins the race. No stars. There is a little hourglass there. The rising sun, unreadable. Sort of 2 stars. I feel like I'm really forcing the star thing through though. The rising sun. The hare and the tortoise. The golden fish. The fox and the crow. Is it how many words are in the, like, No. Wonders of the night sky. Wonders of the night sky. 5. The fox and the crow. 5. Maybe cut out like the and. No, that won't work. First letters place in the alphabet. So you guys, I don't have the alphabet memorized. That keeping the both the letters in my head and where they're placed would not end well. We'll cut out the, because people do that in abbreviations, even though you don't know what they're talking about anymore, and you could be abbreviating something completely different. Okay, I'm feeling strongly on this. I'm feeling strongly in general. I don't know. All right. So G, H, R. Oh god, I've already mixed things up. Okay, Sun R, hair G, I mean, no, hair H. Fish G. Fox F. Well, crow, I guess. And W. Moon W. Okay. So F comes first, then comes G. Crow, fish. Then H, hair. Then we've got, well, yes, R, because W's all the way at the end. I mean, that was very convoluted, but what else do I have left to try? Okay. I think it's a time to see if I can get a hint from Google. Like, I am out of the reserves of ideas. Like, okay. Hopefully I can just get a hint, not like an answer. Okay. 3 flowers. Yes, look at the books. The books are the answer. They're the key. Yes, I found the buttons. There's 1 button for each book. That was clear. A time of day. A time of day. Oh, okay. A time of day. And you felt the need to put the rising sun in Wonders of the Night Sky as to make it more complicated. Okay. I mean, everybody has different brains. Some people struggle in puzzles, I don't, and then I'm bashing my head against puzzles they do. They find intuitive. So rising sun. And what was those mentioned times? It would probably help if I had a better memory, to be honest. Because I have to, like, specifically take note of a thing to remember it, otherwise it's just gone. Because, yeah, even taking notes, they're hard to keep in my head. Okay, rising sun, golden fish bright morning, tortoise midday, crow evening, and then night sky. Oh, we're through. I was never gonna get that. Sunset 1st of May. Red, orange, yellow, pink. Sunset 2nd of May. Blue, yellow, pink, orange. I feel like maybe just like put some sort of clue that I'm supposed to randomly be paying attention to time of day. What a random fact. Sunset 8th of July. Purple, blue. Blue, purple, pink, orange. London Record, a weekly journey of literature, science, and art. Linderley appointed chair of botany at University College London after an esteemed early career as assistant secretary to the Horticulture Society and the mission of one of the youngest ever fellows to the Leon Society. John Lindley's plan to evaluate the science to evaluate English isn't Englishing with this word. Anyways, the science of botany. He spoke thus in his inaugural lecture. It has been very much the fashion of late years in this country to undervalue the importance of this science and to consider it an amusement for ladies rather than an occupation for the serious thoughts of man. Lindley also challenged the Linnean classification system and proposed many changes. Okay. So you're the one. Well, I don't know. They're all the problem, to be honest. I'll pay attention to those. Okay, I got the seed. Nightfall seed. sunset. Sunset. I mean, I guess I could have said, hey, it's a nightfall flower. The grandmother's but I mean, I guess the grandmother's vault might have been here before she died. I honestly thought grandmother's vault was like a death place, or like after death, store her dead objects. I don't know. Not like a study when she was alive. Study key. Nightfall progress. I've been trying to encourage the nightfall to bloom for a little while now. I'm determined to prove it's more than just a myth. So far, I have deduced that the flower opens at sunset and only during a particular time of year. When exactly that occurs still remains a mystery to me. I shall plant a few more seedlings tomorrow and continue my research. Tasks for this month: monitor nightfall seedlings, rose planting something, collect field samples, seed collection. I guess nightfall was vaguely pointing in that direction, but it seemed... Oh, I like the window pane. I like the window pane look. Like, looking through the window. That's really cool. I like that detail a lot. Yeah, it's just like taking unrelated knowledge and then, I guess, metagaming, assuming it's connected. It's not quite metagaming because people often like use passwords that are after their passion, but I don't know. Study key. I still do really like this game. And yeah, like I can run across problems and be mad at certain parts of the game while still loving the game. My dear friend, I have been pondering these last weeks what could be the best way to see your remarkable flora reach the wider world, since it is so seldom we are able to see our work published. Consider your uncle's reputation in the scientific field. Have you considered asking him to publish your herbarium under his name? It may not give you the recognition you deserve personally, but it would be a way to reach your goal of adding to the scientific record on botany. Do consider it. I would hate for such important research to stay hidden away. With the warmest regards, Annie. Anne? Do you say the E? I don't know. I think people have different looks on whether you say the E. I can see the thought behind that. I can see the thought behind that. Meadow Orchards of Britain, collected and researched by Professor J. Montague, assisted by R. Brown. But on the other hand, you're never going to make progress if everybody's just hiding that they helped. We've got eggs. Okay, tree diseases. I forgot to... Grandmother's research. And then the sun paintings almost certainly need linked, but I haven't connected them yet. But the grandmother's research said it bloomed at night. Tree diseases. Let me leave that for a bit. I got a mushroom! Well, I got a mushroom seed. Spores? I don't know. Arabella, I have some more books from the department that may be of interest for your research. Once I recall was a favorite of your father's. One I recall. If you have any trouble when you visit the college, tell the secretary you were collecting materials for your uncle. So long as they are returned before summer's end, the other professors won't notice. Best of luck with your research, Uncle Theodore. Nice. Mushroom food sources. Just like plants, fungi need food sources to grow strong and healthy. However, some fungi haven't always had access to the nutrients through soil and have evolved to retrieve it in different ways. This This means they have become carnivorous because they only require the nutrients they need by consuming other living organisms such as flies, bugs, and plants. Some mushrooms even get their nutrients from feeding on another type of fungus or parasite. Mushrooms grow on the tree is usually a sign that they are consuming the tree, so you should remove them immediately. Not always the case. Okay, so some mushrooms are feeding on the fungus that grows on trees. Okay, mushroom book. And let me look at the tree diseases now that I know what it's talking about. If a tree is infected with red tree pox, many small red spots will be visible on the bark. It can usually be cured by adding fertilizer to the soil of the tree. Hyperloxion. Hyperloxion causes black patches to form on the bark of the tree. It is usually a sign that the tree is lacking in hydration and won't stay alive for much longer. Tree disease is a root parasite. The root parasite is a fungus that forms purple rings on the bark and roots. The parasite leaches the nutrients that the tree retrieves from the soil. Eventually, it causes the tree to dry out and lose all its leaves. There is currently no known cure. Bark rust. Bark rust is a disease that isn't very harmful to the tree. It is usually caused by excess hydration and too much sunlight. No known cure. Maybe the mushroom grows on that? I don't know. Why do we have bird eggs? Kingfisher egg. Speckled sparrow egg. Shoveled duck egg. Shoveler duck egg. Quail egg. I mean, I'm happy to look at eggs. I am happy to do that, but why? Crested owl egg. I like it's pretty. Golden mallard egg. Red-billed moorhen egg. Shelduck egg. River swan egg. Blue heron egg. I wonder if those are accurate to the animals. What's the saffron gloom? Probably not an edible mushroom. It's got this blue color. I hate to link it before I know why, but I'm sure it's the hint. Huh. Oh, maybe I just grow it on the tree back there. Let me go look at our tree. I do hope I've charged in the right direction. I took a wrong turn somewhere. Okay, so it has the no known cure. Study upstairs, through the library door, and here. Okay, root parasite. The root parasite is a fungus that forms purple rings on the bark and roots. The parasite leaches the nutrients that the tree receives from the soil, eventually causes the tree to dry out and lose all its leaves. There is currently no known cure. So I guess I just grow the mushroom and then place it there? I think so. Right, soil. Sapphire Gloom. Oh, I like that. It's cute. And blue. Mushrooms! I love them! And then it grows on that... Oh, and then we grew the tree! Oh my god, this is amazing! If they had lost any star, any part of a star for that last section, this is made up for it. I love this. They didn't really lose anything for the last section. Okay. The Sapphire's Gloom is a widely misunderstood mushroom. It grows commonly on trees as opposed to popular belief, the mushroom consumes its parasites rather than the tree itself. Oh, it's blue and it's pretty and I love it. Look at this. And this is on bad graphics. You could have so much better graphics if you didn't have low GPU and probably shouldn't even be able to be playing this game. I love that. Okay. So, I think that was all for the study. There's still the eggs in here, so we might want to remember that. Oh, I wonder if... I don't remember our uncle's name. Uncle Theodore. Probably not. I was wondering if this book would have been like one we published under his name and then we were like working on publishing our own, but... my wrist. So... sunset. Particular time of year. Okay, so these are all sunset pictures. I love that mushroom. Oh dear. There's a lot of clues I have not acquired yet. The paintings are one. Okay, apparently the bird eggs are one. Weird. That means I'm missing clues? Huh. I mean, I looked all over the library. Maybe something's changed up top? Because the study didn't have much. You know, nothing's changed up here. I simply don't have the clues. Huh? I also don't like see a plant or thing in here. I'm a little loath to link it without knowing why, but I guess it's important. I don't know. I'm not linking those bird eggs, though. I have no idea that even a tangential connection yet. Did I miss something in here? Is there a door I've forgotten about? I grew the fungus. Nightfall. I don't... Oh, the tree's fixed. There's another door. Right. Trapped fairy. I wonder if there's a myth or something that's gonna talk about that. Dear Arabella, I was taking a walk along a river in Somerset recently and noticed a sight that I just had to write to you about. In the water, I saw the brook chalice blooming. I've never seen or heard of it flowering before. None of my books mentioned it. It was so beautiful. Do you have any idea what would have caused this? Ever your friend, Edith. Have a... Oh, I have... Okay, in the past years, these ferns have drastically declined on the banks, so I feel compelled to research any changes in their environment. Master bedroom, seed packet addict. My friend wrote to me about the brook chalice, which made me want to research them. Letter about weeds? We calling this a weed? Letter about weeds. Okay. Cradle fern. Oh, that's the owl. Those are the owl eggs. Fern painting. Hey, don't go there. Fern painting. Bird eggs. Unclear. Soil station. Master bedroom. Aquatic weed removal. Do you have a pond? Do you want to swim in it? Is it covered in slimy weeds? We are specialized in removing the following weeds: algae, Himalayan balsam, brook chalice, duckweed. And this was brook chalice. Make an appointment today. Clark & Co. Certified Weed Removal and Agricultural Service, Yoniville. I mean, that labels it as aquatic, I guess. Are we calling that a clue? Weed removal. Somerset Society for Wildlife Protection offers a pension to be presented to the Honorable House of Commons. In recent years, hunts have been taking place near the Somerset rivers. Tragically, this has led to the decline of even extinction of some bird species. No longer can we hear their beautiful chime-like calls. We call upon the government to regulate hunting near the rivers of Somerset. We ask that they respect the breeding times of wildlife. If you agree, please sign below and return this letter to us. No expense attends signing. No expense? Okay, your signature. Arabella Green. Okay. Pension. Somerset Rivers. I mean, I'm sure that's... Okay, I've got the fern seed. Gonna label the pension here. The Trapped Fairy, a folk tale. Once upon a time, there was a little fairy who loved gazing at her own reflection in the water. She lost track of the time, and the day turned into night. Nyx, goddess of the night, noticed the little fairy. The moon was shining bright, but the fairy only had eyes for herself. Nyx took offense and decided to punish the little fairy. Nyx placed the fairy into a nightfall and cast a spell on her, and she fell in love with the moon and gazed upon the sky all night. As dawn approached and the sun arose, the spell broke, though just as the fairy awoke from her enchantment, the flower bed closed and trapped the fairy for eternity. Wow, okay, that was, weird. What? Why? Why did you do this? Gods. Yeah. Greek and Roman gods. And I don't know enough about most other gods to say whether they're like this too. But Greek and Roman gods, they're just so weird. Okay, Nightfall. Fairy story and fairy painting. My dear Nova, never forgotten. Aww. Cat. Dearest friend, it seems our interest in visiting the private plant collection of Lord Spencer has gone unacknowledged. While disappointing, I'm not sure it is worth pursuing scientific study in such places. On my recent visit to Brinsherbury, the young man showing us around had barely a basic knowledge of plants, and due to there being a large group of gentlemen in the party, all useful time and education would devoted to them and none given to Constance and I. Let us plan another trip of our own, and perhaps we can see these specimens in their home habitat where they belong. Ever your faithful friend, Eliza. I'm not sure that's relevant to a plant. I think that might just be lore. Tincture of red clover. Chamomile, red clover, Chamomile and road clover seems to soothe hot flushes. Essence of arnica flower. Writer and co-chemist. For sprains, strains, and joint pains. There's a flower there. Okay. Hey, can I put the... Okay, good. Wilson Plumbers. To Lady Arabella Green. Installation of disconnected pipes. Dear Arabella, here's our quote to repair the geyser in your bathroom. The cost might seem high, but trust us, it's a complex job best left to the professionals. Have a nice day, Frederick. Wilson Plumbers. Okay, so I'm guessing I'm repairing a plumbing system. What was the quote? 14S. I don't know what that is. Let's see. Yeah, that makes sense. No, I would like to turn this off. I feel like if we're plumbing, we shouldn't have the water going. You know? Here. Here. I don't have the piping. Aha. Complex job, for sure. Who needs a plumber? Well, I still don't know. A hot bath at the turn of a tap. The number 30 bath geyser. Provides a rapid flow of hot water. Simply turn the tap and instantly hot water will appear. Can be used multiple times in a row without any extra cost. I mean, yes, it should be that way. I mean, it's ours, isn't it? $30. Okay, so I don't have to acquire. Okay. So once I figure out the temperature of things, why can I flush the toilet? Clean and tidy. Okay, that better have already been flushed. Like, that's not relevant. This might be relevant. Let's see. Nightfall. Nightfall might grow in the water. The brook chalice is an aquatic plant, so that's probably what the bathtub is for. Oh, I haven't gone through this door. Got it. There's the attic. Dear Lady Arabella, I wanted to thank you once again for your invaluable contributions during our recent meadow orchard research expedition. Your keen observations and deep knowledge of orchids was so helpful. Your dedication to the field is an inspiration to us all. I look forward to future collaborations and the continued exploration of the botanical wonders that surround us. I will put in a good word for you with the Botanical Society. Most sincerely, Professor Montague. Nice. Attic key. Official government health and safety warning. It has been brought to our attention that the factory, Barton Iron Works, has been illegally dumping scrap metal in the river across Somerset. These rivers are now polluted with rust, making them unsafe for swimming. Do not swim in the following rivers: River Cam, River Sumser, River Chew. The River Frome was also affected by the waste, though oddly the river is completely clear of rust pollution. We are still researching what led to that effect. Manor of Sunset. Okay, so River From. That's probably a plant. Somerset River Trust. River swimming this season. Dear members, we want to make words get in order. Okay, 5-minute break. 5-minute break. I shall return. I have returned. Mic, game screen. Game audio, game screen. Somerset River Trust. River swimming this season. Dear members, we want to make sure you can all enjoy swimming this summer. So we've cleared the most popular rivers in Somerset of all aquatic weeds. The River Cam, the River Chew, and the River Summer have all been cleared of the weeds, thanks to the services of Clark Aquatic Weed and Co. Weed Removal Co. Thank you for your continued support. Thanks to your monthly donation to the rivers. Thanks to your monthly donation, the rivers of Somerset are clean and weed-free until we dump iron in there and they're polluted because they're weed-free. Okay, monthly donations can be made by appointment or subscription in writing too. Yeah, so Cam, True, and Summer. Cam, Summer, True. Yes. Weed removal. Government notice. River Trust. Okay. Dear Arabella, I am writing to share with you an exciting discovery I have made in my botanical studies. It turns out that some plants are particularly sensitive to sound and seem to thrive when exposed to music or melodies from their natural environment. I hope to share more of my findings with you in the near future and would be delighted if you could join me in my research. Your sincerest friend, Marianne. Marianne. I don't know. Yeah, Marianne, probably. That's interesting. One moment. My nose is feeling a little stuffy. And I forgot a Kleenex. One longer moment. There we go. Alright. Yes, sound. Okay, river. Rivers of Somerset. From. Not that. From. 25C. Okay, tab. Then river poster. Back, guys. Okay, soil. I don't have its seed yet, do I? Attic. Bird calls. Give me that seed though. I want to grow my plant. Seed? I made myself dizzy. Seed? Oh, okay. I'm disappointed. Bird calls. Home Pantheon Collection. Interpretations from nature written as easy to play melodies to enjoy at home. Blue here. Okay. Crested owl. Yeah. So you, I would play up here. I have your seed. And letter about melodies. Bell tower. Bell tower. Letter about melodies. Right, I remember that. Yeah, some plants grow better in melodies. Okay. Well, I guess the fern will be going first. I better remember that outright. Chat once again being used as a cheat sheet. For my bad memory. I doubt they'll count it as a song if I have to reference back to the book. Okay, E, C, D, E, G, F. It was fast enough. Good. We did it! We grew fern! This is not the attic, though. Cradle fern. Achievement. The cradle fern is used by the crested owl as its nest, and in turn, the plant has grown dependent on the owl's chime-like call to grow. I think I forgot to read its first thing. Oh well. Things happen. My friend wrote me. Okay. That might have been the only one here that I forgot to read. This is not the attic, though. I used the attic key. Right? No, I still have the attic key. Okay, that's... Okay, map. I don't know where the attic is. Attic 8. Corridor, bathroom. End of the hall from the bedroom. Okay, attic. Yeah, I've read, I've linked that. The Flower Growing Campaign. In this illustrated monthly journal, gardening curiosities, trapped moths. Sometimes a moth can become trapped inside a flower bud if it closes in the morning. The moth is then forced to use the flower bud as a resting place until it opens again later. Some flowers only bloom for a short period during the year, so if the moth is unlucky, the flower bud won't open again until many months later. So that's the story of the fairy. the nightfall then. Garden tiger moth. That's what the fairy painting looked like. Moth spotting calendar for southwest England. Okay, garden tiger moth. Look for that G. Garden tiger. September. I'm not going to remember that. So, chat, once again, get used as my notes, please. Okay. Link that. Barton text overlay. Barton Ironworks. Okay. Oh, I can put this. I need this. The sight of plants. Some scientists have theorized that plants have photoreceptors in their leaves and stem, which allows them to see the color of light. This means that flowers can tell the time of day and know when to open or close their buds. The exact time that flowers bloom is different for each flower, but most do appear to respond to light and the color of light in some way. Horticulturists and botanists have made use of this knowledge to trick difficult flowers into blooming at any time they'd like. Okay, so that's... Okay, that's the last one there. Okay, so I go look at September, and then I bring the plant here. Okay. My dear niece, I fear the window may be closing for you to find a suitable husband. I have arranged a dinner for you to meet my neighbor's son Edward. He is successful in business in London. Your cousins William and Thomas may have aspired to become accomplished scientists, but for you, Arabella, it is better to make yourself useful in the small duties of life for which you will be loved and appreciated. Your studious nature will no doubt be valued should you have a son, but it would be foolish to allow such a folly to come before the important things in life. I am confident this is what your parents would have wanted. Dinner will be from 5 o'clock on Sunday. Remember to wear a becoming dress. Yours very sincerely, Aunt Agnes. Yeah, I mean, they have the best intentions. I would hope. I would naively hope. I guess I can't trust that. She could just be wanting it in. I got the seed. Okay, I can grow that now. The Botany's Digress, a monthly journal of botanical news. This month in convention with Professor Montague. This month in conversation with Professor Montague, leading expert in British meadow orchids. In his words, every plant, every leaf, and every meadow holds secrets waiting to be unlocked. My aim is simply to uncover some of those mysteries. Professor John Montague, renowned botanist, sheds light on his groundbreaking work in the world of meadow orchids and other botanical wonders. With decades of research and numerous publications to his name, Professor Montague's contribution to the field has been nothing short of revolutionary, including discoveries of new species such as the Dichondrathes Montague or hood marsh orchid. He wasn't testing us, was he? I mean, maybe he was, but sus. Duck. That would suck. Oh well. Okay. Eh. Okay. Brook chalice. Now, I'm gonna try it like this first, but I'm pretty sure it's not gonna work. It won't flower like this. Yes, indeed, because it needs rust. Did I get the... Oh, no, there it goes. It's like, did I get the temperature wrong? But I was right. Brook chalice. Nice. This is almost worth not having a bathtub. Ah. Yay. The brook chalice prefers to grow in rivers with a temperature of 25 C. The plants naturally filter the water from rust and metal. Filters the water from rust and metal. Unfortunately, they get removed often as most people prefer their ponds to be weed-free. Yeah. And now it's not rusty in there. Okay, let's go look at the September colors. That was in the library. So downstairs. I'm lost. Ah, here we go. September. May. July. May. October. At April. Did I have writing? No, it didn't have writing. That's just clouds. August, September. Blue, yellow, orange, red. Blue, yellow, orange, red. Blue, yellow, orange, red. Blue, yellow, orange, red. I'm lost. Blue, yellow, orange, red. Blue, yellow, orange, red. Oh god. Blue, yellow, orange, red. Blue, yellow, orange, red. Blue. Yellow. Orange. Red. Now let me go actually get the plant. This way. Okay. That was the nightfall? Yes, that was the nightfall. Am I forgetting a step? I don't know. I don't think so, but I feel like I could be. It grew! Okay, I was not forgetting a step. Yay! Very pretty. Seeing the nightfall bloom is a rare event. The flower only blooms with September sunsets. Night pollinators active in September, such as the garden tiger, often get trapped once the bud closes for the rest of the year. Look at that. What a pretty flower. Get house. I think this might be it when I get there, though. Because I think we just figured off the set of plants we just went through, so... I like the music for our run back. Super cheerful. Yeah. Okay, Botanical allies. Yeah, okay. I've gone for quite a while. Moderation needs to be called. Save. Let's save now. Okay. Quit. Quit. Not be right back. Ending. Okay. Is anybody on? At some point I should really talk in Crimson Moon's chat so I feel comfortable enough rating them again. Because I've lurked several times, but I don't know, it's awkwarder talking now that I've rated. Somehow. I'm shy at the weirdest times. I'm the only person playing Botany Manor. Alright, I'll get over my shyness some other day. I'm just gonna end it here. So, thank you for coming. Thank you for... Well, we didn't have any chatters, but anyways, thank you for chatting at other times. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for watching later. Yeah. This has been fun. I may have gotten angry at the game, but I still love this game. This is a great game. What am I doing? Okay. Follow me if you want to find me again. All my VODs go to YouTube. I notify Discord when I go live. I haven't been painting recently, but when I do paint, I post my acrylic abstract paintings there. Yeah, both linked on Twitch. Join Discord if you want stream notifications and you want to mute everything else, or if you'd like to chat a bit, or if you'd like to see art and mute everything else, go right ahead. So, bye everyone. I'm gonna have to just hit stop streaming, so bye!